Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Stephanie Collins, and today I am back again with another video. So today's video is a review slash try on. So today I'll be reviewing Laura MERCIER primer and skin tint moisturizer, and I'll be comparing it to Fenty Eaze drop and Fenty primer. So I will be talking a little bit about the primer. So this primer is very good for oily skin. So if you've got like oily skin, it's like your go-to primer. So what I'll be doing, so that's the Laura MERCIER, and it's called Pure Canvas Primer. It's got like purple packaging, and you just take the lid off and apply it. So the Fenty, it's got like a white neutral packaging, and it's got like a pump, so you just have to just pump it out and apply. So I'm going to be reviewing both of them, and obviously to see how long it lasts and how it can obviously absorb oil on your skin, I'm going to be using the Skin Tint Moisturizer, and I'll be using the Eaze drop, Fenty Beauty Eaze drop. So I'll be comparing both of them, and obviously just to see how long it lasts and how long it can. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go in with so I'm going to do half of my face with the Laura MERCIER primer and skin moisturizer. So I'm just going to go in with that half of my face, and the other half of my face I'm going to go in with the Eaze drop and the Fenty primer. So I'm just going to see, you know, I'm just going to test it because it's just like a testing, because I didn't really know, I've not used them before like that. So I'm just going to test it to see which one works well, and you can let me know down below in the description box which one you feel like is the best for you and looks better, and obviously that absorb the oil more better. So I'm just going to go in with that one first. So I'm just going to go in with the primer first, so we can see that. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit on my hand, my fingers. Just going to apply that on my face. I'm just going to apply that on the left hand side of my face. I'm going to use my fingers for this process. Wow, it feels really silky, really nice and smooth here. And it just dries out. So obviously, once you apply it, it will just dry out on your face. So you can tell that it's actually going to be really good for oily skin. So you can see that the oil on my face. If you see this side of my face, you can see oil on there. When you see this side, you can see that it's dried out the oil. So now I'm just going to go in with the Laura MERCIER Tint Moisturizer. So that's the packaging. So it's quite similar. So I've got like a lid. So that's in the shade 4C1. So again, I'm going to use my fingers to apply. So just remember, side is done. So now I'm just going to go in with my Fenty Beauty primer. So that's for oily skin as well. So that's mattifying, a mattifying primer. So that's for oily skin as well. Just going to apply that. So I've used that before. Just going to go with my Eaze drop, Fenty Beauty Skin Tint. So that's in the shade 16. That's in the shade 16. I'm just going to use my fingers. Apply both of them onto my skin. So on the right hand side we've got the Eaze drop, and on the left hand side we've got the Laura MERCIER, you know, a skin tint and primer. So what I'm going to do, so I want to give you my honest review. So I'm just going to go away and do, you know, a little bit of activities, and I'm going to come back in like 2 hours so we can see which one I prefer and which one is best for oily skin. So I'll be back in a second, guys. I'm back, guys. So obviously I've gone out, I've done a little bit of activities, you know, so it's like 2 hours now gone. So obviously I'm back again to give you my honest review on this product. So obviously while I was applying the Laura MERCIER, the primer was actually very good. Like, it just goes in smoothly and it dries out every oil. So the primer is actually really, really good for oily skin. But the only thing was when I was applying the Laura MERCIER Skin Tint Moisturizer. So while I was applying it, I noticed that it was like taking the product out of my face. Like, it wasn't like, you know, retaining the product. Like, the product was just coming out. So I had to keep applying more so I can get that coverage. Obviously, it's not like it don't give you a full coverage. It's to blur out anything on your skin, but it wasn't going in like smoothly. Like, it wasn't like moisturizing, because it says moisturizing, tinted moisturizer. So obviously I thought it's just going to moisturize my skin, and you know, but with this one, it was just like taking it out. It wasn't really staying on my skin. So that's something that I actually noticed. So yeah, but apart from that, the primer is really good for dry skin. Like, it just, you know, absorb every oil on your skin and gives you that sort of like dry finish, which is what is perfect for oily skin. So obviously I will definitely get the primer again, but I don't know if I'm gonna obviously get the skin, because obviously I've tried skin tints from other companies and they, you know, they did better job than this one. So obviously probably if I try it with another primer, probably work a bit better. But with this primer, it wasn't really working really well together. But yeah, so yeah, with the dryness, obviously, you can see that, you know, so it's dry, it's actually dry. So it stayed dry after doing my activities. It's still dry, like there's no oil coming out of it. It's still really dry, so it's absorbed all the oil. And I think it's because of the primer, because the primer is so good. Like, it just dries out every oil, you know, on your skin. So yeah, you can see that it's still dry and everything like that. So obviously it's good for dry skin. So I'm just gonna look at the Eaze drop area. So the Fenty primer is actually moisturizing. It dries out the oil, but it's not like leaving you completely dry. So you still got that sort of like moisture left on your skin. So you still got, so it's like it gives you like a kind of like a healthy, you know, skin look. So it's not taking everything off. So, and when I applied the skin tint with that, it was perfect. Like the skin tint is actually moisturizing. So what this one says it does, that's what the, you know, Eaze drop actually do. So it moisturizes your skin, and you can see that my skin is still got that shine. It's not oily, but it's still got like that sort of like healthy shine. Yeah, so obviously I've used skin tint, I've used Eaze drop before, and obviously it's my favorite so far. So yeah, so to me, I feel like if you're looking with the primer, if you're looking for like a dry finish, that's your go-to. But if you're looking for like a more, you know, like a glowy moisturizing, it still takes off the oil, but it still leaves you with a bit of glow, then the, you know, Fenty Mattifying primer is, you know, is the best. So yeah, so far so good. The primer is doing it for me. But with the skin tint, the moisturizing, the tinted moisturizer, Laura MERCIER, and the Fenty Eaze drop, I prefer the Eaze drop, to be fair, because it still leaves you with a bit of shine. With that one, it's a bit tricky because I don't want to like write it off, because obviously I've not tried it with a primer before, but with this primer, it's not blending well together, because obviously when I was blending it out, it was a bit difficult for me to retain the product on my skin. It was just taking it off. But with that one, it just blending really nicely, it was moisturizing, it was easy, the product was actually there. So obviously they're both all right, but I will go with the Eaze drop. So yeah, so far so good. You can see on my skin, the Eaze drop is still moisturizing. You can see the glow is still there. My skin is not looking oily, you know. After 2 hours of activities, I'm still looking, you know, fairly, you know, my skin is still glowing. So yeah, so far for me, I will go with the Eaze drop. But if you want like a dry finish, you know, Laura MERCIER should be your, you know. But on the description box, just let me know which one you think you prefer, whether you prefer a glowy finish or dry finish. So just let me know. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See you on my next video. Bye. I love you.